Hello and welcome back to the Enterprise E build here on the Minetrek.net game server. Walking around the Enterprise E's bridge currently and just kind of checking it out. I haven't done a lot since the last video. I did some revisions, some quality of life improvements, and I addressed an issue that's been kind of bugging me, so I want to show you what I did here. Let's go all the way down here to the captain's yacht. Now the reason the floor here is different at the bottom of this turbolift is that there's you can have, if you like dock to a starbase or something like that, the starbase turbolift system can connect to the Enterprise's turbolift system, making it all one system, and that's why that's there. Anyways, I did a rework in this area here. I changed out that redwood, and I much prefer this block texture to the actual this block texture. This block texture is just looks more. It's more fitting for like desks or high-end conference tables than anything. Went through and completely reworked the area here for where the captain's yacht is parked, and I also have pulled the captain's yacht out and actually have a section down below without the captain's yacht. And I think I've discussed this in another video, but let's go ahead and walk through here again anyways. But yeah, come through here. Let's go ahead and close that. I redid all of this through here, made it as, I don't know, a little bit more uniform and a little bit more aesthetically pleasing, although I kind of left the way this here is with the half slabs and whatnot. I probably can go ahead and pull this out now and just kind of, because I don't think it's going to affect the build in any way. The captain's yacht down below. Just go ahead and do this real quick here on recording. And I can leave some of the half slabs in. It's not going to hurt anything because I can always go back later on and if we transition through here real quick and then go solid again, come down through here, you can't really see them all that well. And as far as the shell that I pulled out, I can always update the shell that I did when I pulled this here out and address that separately. But let's go ahead and go back onto the ledge here, come back down. Walk around this way here. No changes to this torpedo launcher, just kind of kept it all as is, but I do want to update that. Boy, there is a lot to do. You think you're done, and always a constant state of change. Just the way it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's grab this block here while I'm here. And go ahead and just do that real quick. Come back down here. Constantly updating things. Yep. Alright, it doesn't matter if you can see some of these blocks through other blocks. I mean, you'd have to be in a really unique position to see that. And I can always hide it with a half slab. But yeah, so this area here has all been updated for the most part. Again, half slabs through here. I'm kind of curious, so I have half slabs on that other side. Let's go check that out real quick. I do? Okay, so that means these have to be half slabs. Oh well. Yeah, you win some, you lose some. But I also, if you recall, I was struggling with the captain's yacht. And I decided to go ahead and update the captain's yacht and come down through here. And I just decided to clear it all out and remake it kind of like this. I think this is a lot cleaner look for a modern captain's yacht. You got a little captain's chair right here. You got all your stations. You got a little couch right here. Space bathroom on the port side and one on the starboard side. A couple areas for people to do research and whatnot. While I'm here, I guess I could replace those blocks with these blocks because I was going to put panels and stuff in there. And no sense having these blocks. So I can stick panels in there if I want to, so that this could be like a workstation, and this, person could work in here and do their work. Got a little lounge right here, replicator, controls for a 2-person transporter. And if we come down this way here, come down into this section of the ship, got a little cargo room right here, emergency locker, phaser room, little sick bay right here with a again space bathroom, and we've got a nice sized lounge down here, game room, Then we have the captain's quarters with this, the captain's private bathroom and shower. Then I have 3 crew quarters with 6 beds total. And again, if they need more beds, they can easily put them out in here, and they can stack cargo and whatnot right here, or use this area for other things. Here's the warp core, and if we come through here, we have the crew bathroom, and then a little workstation. Right there is part of the landing gear, and you get a little area up here to work on the impulse engines. And this is the back side of the warp core, and then another little work area here. And this here is a hatch if needed, so you can exit out the back of the ship. No environmental suits. Then again, if you want environmental suits, they could be in these things right here. And but no hardened or environmental suits. More like the soft ones you see in First Contact. They're more of a softer looking. I could easily, not easily, but I think I might be able to, consider putting some in here or not. But I'm not going to worry about it, because if the ship has to land in a hostile environment, they're not going to want to leave it. And if they do have to leave it, then yeah, I'll just go with it's all in here. It's all folded up and in here. And why not? It works. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the captain's yacht. It's all updated. I'm pretty happy with how it came out. Oh, one last thing. Right here is also a hatch. So if you come down through here, you can load material up through here, because the ship will land, and they can also use this for ingress, egress. But if they have to, they can depressurize the ship, and everybody could be in spacesuits, and they can just come down through there like this. But that's my logic. I'm sticking to it. Also, when I went through the ship, I decided to go ahead, and let's go ahead and go full speed here, and update a lot of the tanking system. I went ahead and revised all of the tanks. I updated them while I was yakking with the fellers, and all these system areas here now have these new tanks in them. And that's kind of one of those things I had to do. The Mad Squirrel design is good, but it just didn't fit with the green blocks and half slabs. I wanted something a little bit more, uniform. So I went ahead and do that. I still have areas where I have to find the tanks and update those. I'm sure there's a couple areas, more than a couple, a few areas that I've missed where I need to go through and update that stuff. So I'll have to work around and find it and do the updates for it. That's pretty much it as far as the projects go. Other than that, I've just been walking around the ship trying to find stuff to fix and whatnot. I'm getting rid of these blocks as I find them, because they're no longer needed. And I'm planning on doing. I also, speaking of this stuff here, went through and updated all of the piston doors. So all of the piston doors now work. What I did is I went ahead and did some YouTubing and whatnot to find the most efficient. And this is the system I normally use, but I couldn't figure out why wasn't it working. And it's a timing issue. Let's go ahead and clean some of this up here. It's a timing issue with the chunk. Now, all the doors are updated. They're all working along the ship's hull here. But I kept having problems with this one door over here. And no matter what I did, I could not get this one door to open. Well, it would close properly, but it wouldn't open. And I messed around with it, and I messed around with it, and I messed around with it, and I just couldn't get it to do it. And I was getting very frustrated. I copy it from the other side and post it over here. It wouldn't work. I posted above it. It worked just fine. But I couldn't figure out why wouldn't it work here. What it boiled down to is it was a timing issue. I actually had to, let's get down here, move a bunch of the wiring around a little bit just to tweak it, and then I had to play with the spacing for the timers on the repeaters, and then all of a sudden everything worked. Weird thing, but an interesting little tip. If it's not working for you, just adjust the timers. If you have to, lengthen or shorten the redstone, move stuff around a little bit. Sometimes redstone acts weirdly on half slabs or on stairs and whatnot. It can be very frustrating, but this right here is like the old, it's just, you can see here it's the same system, with the, like this, whoever designed this did a really nice job with the design, so, yay. But yeah, a bunch of different piston door systems here. I was routing the wire, and you see it doesn't work. That works there, but it won't work anywhere else. So it's kind of weird. Still trying to make it. You get a little button right here to operate it, but the signal doesn't come down here and operate the doors. So these are obsolete designs. They don't work anymore. I'll troubleshoot them at one point, but these doors actually do open. We'll flap here, and see, they work. Yay! But yeah, that's pretty much what I've got going on so far with her. It's a slow process, but you know, again, we're going to end up making a much larger version of this ship. A little bit smaller than luminosity VB, but you know, a third again larger than she currently is, because it just has to be one of those things. So Minecraft, you have to oversize your models in order to be able to have a correct one-to-one interior fit, because the way these blocks are, you know, 1 meter by 1 meter blocks, and in some cases that's the distance between, you know, the hull and the outer hull, and it's kind of hard to simulate that in Minecraft. So yeah, you know, got to do what we got to do, and everything else. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it so far. So good. I've got the yacht all updated, and I have all the doors working, and I'm working on replacing all the tanks in the ship, and then I'll slowly move into the nacelle and up into the or excuse me, work my way through the pylon up into the nacelle. Duh. I must be tired. I'm forgetting what things are called. Anywho, thanks for watching, and have a great day. Catch you in the next one.